Hey, I'm Not-So-Ace Trainer, and what Pokémon might have had ancient forms? Let's get into it. Pokémon Legends Arceus is gonna take us on a trip to the past, and as Pokémon fans everywhere learned about that, ancient forms of Pokémon became all that everyone could think of. I, of course, was no different. As I was researching for my series on the history of the Pokémon world, I came up with a theory that I like to call the Ancient Power Theory. Ancient power is a move connected to, as the name implies, an ancient power, or prehistoric power, as it is often mentioned on the move description. A good way to look at this is how the move is associated with most legendaries, the fossil Pokémon and other ancient Pokémon like Mamoswine and Tangrowth. The pre-evolutions of these Pokémon learn this move naturally by leveling up, which means that they can still tap into that same prehistoric power. Others can be taught how to use this move, or as I see it, how to tap into that same ancient power. This could mean that they once had a different biology, connected to a world that is long gone. Before we start, let me just say that the ancient forms we're about to see are actually designs from Pokémon pets and are meant to be Mega Evolution. But since Mega Aerodactyl is supposed to be the original form of Aerodactyl, I decided to follow the same route when making the list. With this in mind, let's look at 5 Pokémon that might have once had an ancient form. At number 5 we have Quagsire. Quagsire can be taught the move Ancient Power same as its pre-evolution. While Quagsire is said to be a very easygoing Pokémon according to pretty much every single Pokédex entry, times have changed a lot and it might have been a very active Pokémon in the past, having a slimmer body and fins to move faster from predators. At number 4 we have Kingler and Crawdad. Just like crustaceans have a long history on our world, the same might be true in the world of our favorite Pocket monsters. Kingler, the pincer Pokémon, and Crawdad, the rogue Pokémon, both capable of learning ancient power through Move Tutor, might have had a lot more territorial disputes back in the days, when the ocean was a place of wilder and more menacing creatures without the hands of humans. For this reason, they might have had a more imposing and powerful build in order to survive. At number 3 we have Donphan. Donphan, the armor Pokémon, has been around for a long time now, being originally released in the second generation of Pokémon games. But it might have been around for a long time before that. And, following the ancient power theory, it might have even had an ancient form. One that, while still defensive, had a bit more emphasis on the offensive side. Larger size, bigger tusks and more armor focusing on its legs seems like a good way to survive back in the day. At number 2 we have Alligator. Apart from being the final evolution of one of my favorite starter Pokémon, Alligator is also inspired on a crocodile, and just like crocodiles, has some ancient blood running inside. While it isn't capable of learning ancient power by leveling up, it can be taught how to use the move, which might further suggest a form more adapt to harsher habitats. As the world changed, so did Alligator, becoming less intimidating while still keeping enough fierceness in its looks. And finally, at number 1 we have Dunsparce. Dunsparce is a Pokémon that is mentioned a lot when it comes to getting an evolution, though so far it has never happened. But maybe it will get an ancient form, with larger wings giving a more majestic look to its frankly weak looking build. Dunsparce naturally learns ancient power by leveling up, which could indicate that its form hasn't changed much from ancient times, though it is not the case. This Pokémon's Pokédex entry in Pokémon Sword states that scientists believe that Dunsparce might have once had been capable of flight. It would truly be marvelous to see a sky full of ancient Dunsparce, instead of just stumbling on them on the ground. This is a list I can do for this little forgotten Pokémon. This ends my list of 5 Pokémon that might have had an ancient form. I focused my attention of Pokémon from Gen 1 to Gen 3, mostly because of how they can fit on the old Sinnoh we are about to journey through. But that doesn't mean that there aren't more Pokémon in the same situation, spawning from Unova all the way to Galar, which I will cover on the future video. As always, remember to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any theory, real news and other Pokémon content. You can follow me on social media and Twitch, the links are all in the description. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you all on the next one.